Okay, so here we go with Solitude is Bliss by Tame Impala. Really nice suggestion. Uh, so do keep them coming. This one's great. I didn't know this song, uh, but I do now. It's old. Gosh, 10 years old. Um, so there we go. Okay, I'm not going to play through absolutely everything, and I'm sure lots of you can play this track without too much assistance from me. I'm just going to try and unpack a few interesting details. Please remember, in these videos, I'm not telling you how to listen to it. I'm not telling you how to emotionally engage with it. I don't want to tread on your toes there. That's really personal, and I don't try and teach how to emotionally engage with music. That's something which comes really naturally, and I don't want to tread on anyone's toes where that's concerned, nor do I want to be told by anyone how to emotionally engage with music myself. So that's cool. I can express my opinion, of course, about something being good or what have you, but I try and unpack some things that you might not have considered in the music to try and help you learn something new. I'm not suggesting that this helps you learn more about how you like the music. You probably do that anyway. Okay, this track is really cool. Really kind of classic indie guitar based kind of tune. It's got a really complicated bridge. And the other thing about this song is I think it's got a heavy kind of like Beatles homage feel kind of to it. Uses a lot of moves that I hear in the Beatles, and also Pink Floyd, I think. It's got a big kind of Pink Floyd kind of feel, which is nice. Okay, it starts out using something called D mixolydian, which is really cool, and it does it in a really creative way. Get that kind of sound, which is D5, which is a power chord, and then you get B flat major 7 to C major 7 to back to D5 in this rhythm. Okay, so what is D mixolydian when it's at home? Probably already know this, but it's the D major scale with the flattened 7th. So instead of having C sharp, it has C natural, and that paves the way for that C major 7 chord. Interesting that this track uses 2 consecutive major 7 chords, B flat major 7, so there's B flat F, A natural and D, moving to C major 7, C, G, B natural and E, got a really nice sound. So I'll play that intro again, and that's features heavily in the track at the beginning, the middle, and the end. Repeats 4 times this section. Okay, so that's that bit there. It then moves into a riff, which is based off of E minor. So harmonically, this track moves around a lot. We then get into there's 4 bars on E minor, 2 bars on A, like A mixolydian feel, and then back to 2 bars on E minor, and then you get A major, so you get E minor, and then it pauses, then you get this chord. Okay, let's just pause here and I'll teach you what this is. Okay, so that's A7, A major, if you put the flat 7 in, which is G, so that's A, E, G, A, C sharp, if you want to make it sound like a George comparison kind of feel. Stick the D in there as well. Beautiful sounding chord. And then that moves to B flat major 7 sharp 11. Okay, and I'll explain what that is because that might be new, although it's going to keep coming up in these videos. So B flat, F, A natural, D natural, and E natural. Okay, so the B flat is the 1, the F is the 5, the D up there is the major 3rd, that's B flat major, the A is the major 7, so B flat major 7, and the sharp 11 is the E. Okay, so on a B flat, normally on a B flat scale, you'd have E flat, which is the 4th, and also the 11th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And if you sharpen it, you make it 1 semitone higher. So there it is on E natural. B flat major 7, sharp 11, which resolves really nicely down onto A7. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and then back into. And that repeats. And then all of that section repeats. Cool. So I hope that's useful there. And hopefully you can start to see how the link with these major 7 chords and these chord extensions makes it. That's when I say it sounds like Pink Floyd and the Beatles. I think that's a big part of it. Also the sound, like the drum sound, is really nice on this track. Well, everything's nice on this track. It's a great piece. Okay, the bridge is long. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's kind of 14 bars, and then it goes into a whole nother section. So the form is very interesting on this track as well. There's a 4-bar kind of bit which moves between C minor, B flat major, and C major. A bit like this. So C minor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. So C minor, B flat major, and then C major, and then C minor, B flat major, A flat major. I'm making that A flat major 7 as well. That's a G, which is a major 7. So there's 4 bars there. And then you get the next move in the bridge, which I think is worth unpacking. F minor to B flat 7 sus. And that's how the melody goes at that section. And that's a beautiful chord change. So F minor 7, putting add 4 in there as well. Cool. So what is B flat 7 sus? This is a really important chord type for you to learn. You could put this in any key. Okay, it's a dominant chord, which is a major chord which has a flat 7. But this one is sus, so it doesn't have that major 3rd in. It has the 4th instead. Here's the details. So B flat, that's the root. A flat is the minor 7. You remember from the Lil Kana video just gone. You go root flat 7 is a strong voicing. B flat is the root note again doubled, and instead of going for that classical sound with the D natural being the major 3rd, what they do here is they play it sus, which creates a different kind of feel in the music. You can put both in and have it crunchy like that, of course, but as you all know, you can style the music any way you like. But what they do is they have E flat, which is the sus 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because there is no 3rd, we call it sus. If that D natural is in there as well, then you'd call it add 4. So that's B flat 7 add 4. And without it is B flat 7 sus 4. That 4th is suspended. It's a chord, B flat 7 sus is a chord I use heaps. I write a lot in E flat major. So that's like a dominant. It's the dominant chord of E flat major, so I use that a lot. It's the melody is the beginning of Fly Me to the Moon, interestingly, but I think that's got a real Pink Floyd kind of sound. Which I think is really cool. So that repeats, and then you go to somewhere totally different. We go into C sharp. And again, I don't know if that was intentionally meant to be like paying dues to the Beatles, but sure does. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and so it goes between C sharp minor and then D sharp minor. Again, that consecutive chord movement there. So it's got a C sharp minor kind of pentatonic feel, but you get this riff. And at that point, C sharp really feels like the tonic, which is interesting in this track because it's like, although it's physically very close to the D, like harmonically, it's really far away from the D. If you take like D Mixolydian sound, and then take this sound, it's we've traveled a long way. We get to the C sharp from A flat, and how that works is A flat. If we turn it into G sharp, so A flat and G sharp are the same note, just with different names. If we call it G sharp, then it's the 5 chord of C sharp. So it does make good sense. So there's a reason why that change makes a lot of sense. And then we do that section, they rest on A major for another 2 bars. That's a theme that emerges in the track, like having a 2-bar kind of break on a chord. A major in this context, C sharp minor to A major, which then is the 5 chord of D, which takes us back to. And that's how it goes. Okay. Let's play through the track to end, and that will complete the video. Okay, hope you enjoy this one. Big shout out to Joe for suggesting it. Thanks, Joe. Nice one. Here we go. Here's the B flat chord. major, B flat major, 7 sharp 11, riff. Sorry, you got that wrong. Okay, here's the long bridge. F minor. F minor. Here's the B flat 7 sus. Major takes us back to the beginning, and that's the track. Repeat to fade. Okay, hope you enjoyed that. See you in the next video. Cheers. Bye.